8th graders, so today and tomorrow you guys are going to be doing the density cube lab. So if you guys are gone either of those days, you may need to use some of the videos in this to help you collect the rest of your data to finish this up. You guys might also be in class for one of these days, so just make sure you can get done what you can in class and then use the videos to help you finish up what you need. So this is one of our physical properties of matter, density, which allows us to kind of figure out how we can identify different matter from other matter, which is exactly what you guys are going to do today. Today you guys have 10 unknown cubes, and you guys are going to be using known densities to figure out what your little cubes are made out of. So your learning target, I can use density, a property of matter, to identify unknown substances. Okay, here are your instructions. You guys obviously will see this in a video, so I'm not going to go through these too much. But what you guys will need to see is that you guys will need to get measurement for your length, your width, your height in centimeters, which we're going to talk about on the next page. Okay, and again, these are all going to be in your videos. So if I measure one side, it's going to be 2 centimeters, and then if it has 3 millimeters on it, I'd call that 2.3. So 2 centimeters plus 3 millimeters is 2.3 centimeters, okay? Then you guys will get a mass as well, and then you guys will use your online calculator to help you calculate the volume, and then once you know the volume, you guys will be able to use the density. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this calculator because we're going to need it. Okay, let's go ahead and move to slide 6. This is going to be all of the known densities that we have. So you guys will come back and compare each of your 10 unknowns to these known densities. And then you guys will use the density and the appearance of these cubes to help you figure out what your 10 cubes are made out of. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at number 1. So each of these unknowns has a video over to the side. So if I go ahead, right click unknown number 1 and open that link up, you guys will see the video, and I'll walk you through how I do the measurements on this video, and then we're just going to kind of collect data together. So go ahead, pause this video, take a second, and watch this video right here. And once you guys are done watching how I collect data, you guys can come back and we will talk about how to calculate our density and our volume. All right, so you guys should have just written down some observations. So obviously the appearance, this is a clear cube. It's fairly light, which you guys obviously can't see from the video. The mass in grams, as I calculated it in the video, was 18.6 grams. The height, again, remember, it really doesn't matter which one's height, width, or length on these. We just have the 3 numbers. And notice that these cubes aren't all exactly cubes. So one of our measurements was height, so we'll say 2.4. The other one was 2.5. And the length is 2.4. Again, it doesn't matter. We can interchange these as much as possible. Okay, the next part of our data table right here asks us for the volume. So what we're going to do is go into our calculator, and we're going to take the height times the width times the length. So 2.4 times 2.5 times 2.4 is equal to 14.4. For our volume for that one, we're going to do 14.4. Okay, then we're going to take the density. To calculate density, we're going to take the mass divided by the volume. So we're going to need this column right here, and then we're going to divide that by this column. So we're going to take 18.6 divided by 14.4. So 18.6 divided by 14.4, which is our volume, equals 1.29. Okay, so our density of this is 1.29. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at possible materials. Okay, so you'll go back to slide 6, and you guys will find something that's close to 1.29. Here's acrylic is about 1.2. Really, that's about the closest one to it. So if you guys don't know what acrylic looks like, it could also be PVC. That's about 0.6, so this is actually closer. So it could either be PVC or acrylic. So if you don't know what those look like, I would maybe take a look at them and then use that appearance to narrow it down. So I'd say with just density alone, it could be either PVC or it could be acrylic. Okay, so go ahead, Google PVC, Google acrylic, and then use your appearance to kind of clarify what you think it is. Let's take a look right now. What does acrylic look like? Okay, so if I go images, okay, we've got some clear plastic here. So that's acrylic versus PVC. Again, you guys can see it kind of has that white color for PVC. So that one's probably acrylic. So here I would go acrylic. Okay, based on the appearance and the density. Okay, you guys are going to do the same thing for unknowns 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember that not all of these cubes are exact cubes, so just because you have one measurement, it doesn't mean it's going to be the same for the height and the width. Okay, so keep that in mind, and then obviously they're all very close to each other, but they are a little bit different, so make sure you watch all those videos. Okay, and then finally answer these 2 questions. Density is a property we use to describe different matter. In your own words, what is density? And what are 10 other properties that we can use to identify different matter? If you guys need to, review back to Tuesday's assignment, what is matter? Okay, and then again, think of density in your own words. Think about how you calculated that. Okay, once you guys answer those 2 questions, you can go ahead and hand this in, and I hope you're having a great day. Thanks.